Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimidandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hare Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Yopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patidanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we're reading from chapter 6, verse 26. Yeah, chapter 6, verse 26. Samarth, we have to find out way to, without, even if Devesh is not there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to chant the verse so you can all repeat after me. Yato yato nischalati manas chanchalam asthiram tatas tato niyam yaitad atmani eva vasham nayet. Yato yato nischalati. Nischalati. Nischalati means agitated. Yato yato nischalati manas chanchalam asthiram. Mind is chanchala and asthira. So it's can't be fixed in one place. It's very chanchala. Tatas tato niyamyaitad. Krishna is telling, from whatever and wherever the mind wanders, due to its flickering and unsteady nature. Is the nature of the mind to be flickering and unsteady. So Krishna is saying, from whatever or wherever it has gone, in whatever topic it is involved, and the mind wanders because of its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certainly withdraw it. And bring it back under the control of the self. Bring it back under the control of the Atma. So, mind is unsteady and flickering by nature. By nature means it can't be otherwise. Naturally, the mind will be jumping from one topic to another. Naturally. See, just imagine, 24 hours of the day, this mind is doing this work. 24 hours. Sometimes it doesn't even give us a break during sleep. Which is why, it's a fortunate soul who can sleep peacefully. He's a fortunate soul. Otherwise, the mind disturbs even sleep. It's so chanchala, it's so flickering. It's like, can't remain steady. That to see, you take any topic, will your mind remain steady in that topic for some time? And where does it go? Where it is very, very serious, it will go there. For some time, it will be there. Then again, oh, enough. Now I'll do something else. Even too much of seriousness also we can't take. Then suddenly we'll, see mobile, we'll switch on, we'll call somebody. Mind wants change. Mind wants change. So Krishna is saying, from whatever and wherever the mind wanders due to its flickering and unsteady nature, one must certainly withdraw it. We should withdraw it, meaning it has gone somewhere, we should pull it back. And what should we do with the mind? Here Krishna is saying, you bring it back under the control of the Atma. Whatever the Atma is doing, bring it back into under its control. Now this is significant because the Atma can be engaged in different yogas. The Atma can be engaged, for example, somebody wants to engage in Dhyana Yoga, somebody wants to engage in Karma Yoga, somebody wants to engage in Jnana Yoga. So the Atma is engaged in some yoga. So Krishna is saying, you first bring it back. And whatever Atma is wanting, is doing, wants the mind to engage in, bring it back and leave it there. So these two verses, this one and the next one, these two verses are very important because actually this is a lesson on chanting. This is a lesson on chanting. So we are all chanting Hare Krishna. If we are chanting Hare Krishna every day, now little bit all of you can participate. Why should we chant Hare Krishna? Why should we chant this Hare Krishna Mahamantra? To purify, okay. To draw, okay, control the mind, okay. Yeah, remember Krishna. Actually, we should remember the only reason or the main reason we are chanting Hare Krishna because it pleases Krishna. We are doing it because it pleases Krishna. Because when we take somebody's name lovingly, you will feel happy. If somebody takes your name lovingly, you will feel happy. So our attempt is to take the name of Krishna lovingly because it will please Krishna. It will make Krishna happy. If Krishna is happy, we are happy. Automatic. It's like when you pour water to the root, the water is properly sufficiently supplied, all the root flowers, fruits, etc., everything automatically, nice green, orange, whatever has to come out, it will come out. So similarly, if Krishna is pleased, because we are part and parcel of Krishna, if he is happy, we automatically experience happiness. This is automatic. Please understand this word automatic here. Automatic means you don't have to make any effort to be happy. This is the beauty of Krishna consciousness. Beauty of Krishna consciousness is that thing that we are all looking for, which is happiness, which today we are going behind, we are running behind that happiness, right? And trying to pursue it through various ways. But we are running behind happiness. But when we go behind Krishna, happiness runs behind us. We can't escape from happiness. We can't escape from being happy. I was just telling. So, alternate Saturdays, I'm going for some preaching program in some other part of Karnataka. My nature, the way this life has been, somewhat from beginning I was very averse to train and bus travel. Little bit, I thought like I'm very high class. I'm saying before I came into Krishna consciousness. So I used to only fly wherever. Actually, when I got married, my wife's hometown was a tier 2 town. It's called Aurangabad in Maharashtra. There's only one flight to that too once in a day or once in 2 days or something like that. And it used to be expensive. I used to say I will fly only this flight. I will not take anything else. Right then, over a period of time, so yesterday, so I traveled by bus from here, but okay, that was KSRTC luxury bus. Okay, then when I went there, from that place wherever I got down to the place where I had to go, and was local Karnataka interstate bus, which I have not traveled now for 30 years, possibly or more. I used to travel in that bus when I used to go to Mysore when I was very small, when I didn't know anything about all these things. Right? So most of my life had been in this so-called pleasure, comfort, and some level, whatever so-called level that I had only created for myself. And yesterday when I went, I didn't feel unhappy. I felt happy, saying that, see, Krishna now has made sure that even ordinary bus also, it doesn't matter to me. Meaning, what I was running behind was happiness in that aircraft, in that this, in that environment. Now I don't have to run behind any of this. In whatever situation Krishna wants to put us for preaching or for anything, we're happy. I was telling somebody who had come to take me, I said, see, like my daughter, I will tell this to my daughter because my daughter is still in that phase of her life, like I was many years back. So I sent her a message saying that I'm traveling in local bus in Karnataka. She said, enjoy. I said, yes, I'm enjoying. So this Krishna consciousness is such that we stop running behind material things to be happy. We don't need material things to be happy. We don't need them. When my life was like that for a long period of my time, I used to depend on material things for my happiness. But now I don't. So we should understand that when we come to Krishna, when we take Krishna's name, if Krishna is happy, automatically we will be happy, irrespective of our material condition. It might be good, okay? It might be bad, it might be ugly. It can be anything. Irrespective of what it is, will not affect our happiness. But for that to happen, very, very important is the way we chant. Okay, so this is the heart of this process. The heart of what process we are going through. We are going through a cleaning process. Our heart has to get cleaned. Only when our heart gets cleaned, we will give up all this nature that we were born with. We are all born with certain natures. And that those natures prevent us from being happy in this material world. Something or the other, there are some people who by nature they can be happy in any situation, by nature. Some people, you put them in the best of situations, still they will find something to be unhappy. They'll find something saying, no, see, this is not okay. It is our nature. Irrespective of what our nature is, we can remain happy, steadily happy. Somebody was telling me saying that I chant some other mantras. I said, which is great. What this mantra does? What this mantra does? Mantra means mantrayate iti mantraha. Trayate means which delivers the mind. Which delivers means it's stuck somewhere, we will rescue it. Any mantra for that matter. So if you are stuck, you're gone down, you're depressed, you're whatever, you're very bad mood, very sad state, etc., etc. If you chant any mantra repeatedly, it has the power to uplift you. So I was saying that, see, you're chanting some mantra, okay, fine. You are not in a good state of mind, you chant that mantra, you will come back. But then what happens after some time? You will again go down. So you need a mantra which will bring you up and hold you there. That is why you need a Mahamantra. Ordinary mantra will not work in Kali Yuga. We need Mahamantra. So what this Mahamantra does? Mahamantra elevates us from our current fallen situation to a higher platform, and it helps us, retains us there. We will remain there. That is why without chanting Hare Krishna, see, when I came into Krishna consciousness for almost 6-8 months, the same Bhagavad Gita I have read multiple times. Same Bhagavad Gita. Nothing went into my head. I couldn't understand anything of what Krishna was saying. Why? Because my heart was not pure. I was trying. But just reading Bhagavad Gita itself is so powerful. But even that powerful reading of Bhagavad Gita was also not powerful enough to purify me at that rate, meaning in 8 months. Bhagavad Gita did not completely purify me to the extent that I was able to understand it. Only when I started chanting, my heart started becoming purified faster. So we have to see this chanting process is so amazing. It's just, it's just like a very powerful medicine. You should take it based on the instructions of the qualified doctor. Then it will work. Medicine is very, very powerful. But if I just take it the way I want, will it work? No guarantee. So Hare Krishna Mahamantra is such a powerful medicine for us in this Kali Yuga, but we have to follow the process. And this is the central process, what Krishna is saying in this verse, is to bring the mind back. See, we already discussed so far saying that the mind, uncontrolled mind is our enemy, right? So when we are chanting Hare Krishna, the uncontrolled mind goes here and there because it is our enemy. It doesn't want, actually mind doesn't want our welfare. Mind wants material things. That's what the mind wants. We don't want material things because we've been trying to go beyond material things for lifetimes now. It's not made us happy. Atma intrinsically knows, but because mind is kind of in control. Mind is in power. So mind is saying, no, nothing doing, no chanting today. I have other important things to do. Okay, you will not chant. So mind is cheating us. So which is why we already discussed saying that mind is our enemy. Don't trust your mind. Don't go with what your mind is saying. My mind is saying this. My mind is upset. Don't go with that because it's your enemy. Don't blindly accept whatever the mind is saying. So when you start the process of chanting, the mind now knows saying that now it's going to come under control. Because this is Mahamantra. So in some sense, now when I say mind knows, you should understand, mind is non-living thing, but it's subtle. But it is connected with false ego. What is a false ego? False ego is there to say that enjoy with material things. This is false ego. False ego simply means, in easy terms to understand, enjoy with material things. So mind is working for false ego. So mind, when we do some spiritual activity, mind will say no. This is not good. This is not material activity. So mind will cheat us. Mind will cheat us. So when we start chanting, first of all, the nature of the mind is to actually anyway go into material things. So automatically it will go into material things. So the treatment is to make focus the mind on the hearing. That is the treatment. The real treatment is to focus the mind on the hearing. Please focus on this. See, there are two parts to chanting Hare Krishna. First part is your uchara, right? What you're taking the names of Krishna. This is 50% of the work in the japa process. Now the good part is when you use your mouth to chant the names of Krishna, your mouth will cease to take bad names or talk uselessly, talk worthlessly. All the bad activities of the mouth will slowly stop, of the tongue, which is to talk, in a way that will hurt other people. Slowly, steadily, that will reduce. That is one part of the work. But that's not the full work. The full work is to focus the mind on the hearing. That is the major work. Okay, and what happens? We are trying to focus the mind on hearing, but the mind is going here and there, which means the treatment will not work. But still the Mahamantra is so powerful that even if you don't hear, it is still having its little effects. But if you actually try to focus, if you try to make the mind hear the Nama, you will see instant effect, immediate effect. And just imagine, what is this effect? This effect is the power of Krishna's personal presence. The Shakti in the mantra is not different from the Shakti that is there in Krishna. And when you hear attentively, that energy, that power will act on you. That power will act on you. Which is why some people, they chant Hare Krishna, but they say, I've been chanting for 10 years, nothing is happening. And I say, you're not chanting for 10 years. You can't be chanting for 10 years and nothing happening means you're not chanting at all. You're simply moving your mouth. That's all. You're not hearing. To enable this hearing, we have to make sure that we are in a peaceful environment for chanting. That is why it's very, very important. If we are in Krishna consciousness but our mind is still troubling us, basically means our chanting is not as effective as it should be. It can become more effective. And the effectiveness of the chanting is just how nicely we try to hear. So what Krishna is saying here? Krishna is saying here, mind will go. It's the nature of the mind, flickering nature of the mind. Mind will go elsewhere. What should we do? Bring it back. Now, there's a little bit of a challenge here. You know what the challenge is? That right now, as Atma, we also have seeking some enjoyment materially. Because we've forgotten ourselves. We've forgotten that we are part and parcel of Krishna. We are in close association with this false ego. And this false ego is saying, no, material things will give you happiness. Why you are running here and there? And we are living thinking we are the body and we are trying to derive benefits or happiness from the body. So even the soul is not very determined to pull the mind back. How can we understand this? Now when you're chanting, your mind has gone somewhere. Suddenly you realize after some time that the mind has gone somewhere. How much are we wanting to bring that mind back? That topic is also nice. We're also happy. Okay, we went to some mall, we were buying something, or we went to some marriage, or whatever it is. Whatever our mind is attracted with, we are also there. Mind is creating some picture, we are also happily engaged in that picture. So, because the Atma right now doesn't have the strength first, right, to pull the mind back. First of all, it doesn't feel the need. Just it's okay, it's nice. But that is why we need knowledge. And knowledge is saying that if you just let the mind wander and not make it focus on hearing, you will never get purified. You will still remain material as we were before. So we have to focus on hearing. Now, one important question comes up. If we are not attracted to something, if our heart is not into something, or other way around, if my heart is somewhere, if I'm engrossed in some material or topic, automatically my mind will go there. My mind will go into that material topic which attracts me. Right? And our problem today is we are not attracted to chanting of the holy names of Krishna. Because we are not attracted to the chanting, our mind is not fighting to bring the mind back. We are not fighting to bring the mind back. We are okay with wherever the mind is. Okay, Mada. That's also good. It's giving me some happiness. Because we ourselves are not convinced enough about the chanting process. We have to be convinced about the chanting process, which is why this knowledge is not spoken much to people who are new to chanting. This is the glory of the holy name. Okay, so today I'm going to speak something about the glory of the holy name. Okay, now if in case you don't have faith in Krishna, close your ears. Okay, or don't attend the rest of the class. If you don't have faith in Krishna, I'm telling you this because if you are sitting here without having faith in Krishna, you will do some mistake which will move you further away from Krishna. Okay, this topic is only for those who have faith in Krishna. Okay, 10 seconds if anybody wants to walk out. Actually, this I'm doing because this is how it has to be. It's one of the offense to talk about the glories of the holy name to those who don't have faith. It's an offense. I will be committing an offense if I don't give that opportunity to the audience, right? I'm speaking this topic because you've all been coming and you have trust in Krishna, but still, it's my responsibility to give that option for anybody. If you don't have trust in Krishna, then you should not hear what I'm saying. Okay, so see, we should understand Krishna is transcendental. Krishna is transcendental, meaning Krishna doesn't belong to this material world. Okay, and within this material world, there is a difference between the Nama and the Nami. Meaning, for example, say you're thirsty. You're thirsty. What do you need? You need water, for example. Now, if you are simply standing, you are thirsty and you keep saying water, 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 will your thirst go? No, by actually saying water, 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 you become more thirsty, right? Because whatever saliva is also used up. So, which means in the material world, if you want to quench your thirst, what you need to do? You need to drink the water. You can't just stare at the water, or you can't just simply take the name of the water. It is not going to quench your thirst, which means the name water is different from drinking water. Is this okay? Are you able to understand this? It's very, very important topic. Okay, in the material world, if you want to drink water, you have to drink the water. Just simply taking the name water, water, water will not quench your thirst, because the name water and the actual water are two different things. समझ में आ रहा है? Okay, now because this is material, this is a material substance. Water is a material substance. The quality of material substance is that the name of the material substance and the actual substance are different. Okay, this is a material substance. Now we are talking about Krishna's transcendental nature. Krishna is Divya, transcendental, meaning he doesn't belong to this material world. Because he is Divya, he is not controlled by the rules of this material world. Please understand this. He is not controlled by the rules of this material world. Who is controlled by the rules of the material world? We are. Things within this material world are controlled by the rules of material world. That's easy to understand. There's a jail, right? So the government, whoever, chief minister, whoever, say there are some rules about how the jail has to be run. Whom are those rules for? For the inmates, for those who are in the prison. Now suppose the chief minister comes into the prison. Does he have to take out his clothes and wear prison uniform? Does he have to follow the rules? No, because the rules are not for him. It's for those people who made a mistake, who are now imprisoned. For them the rules are. So similarly, we are the imprisoned ones. Because this material world is what? Is a prison house. So we are all prisoners. So the rules of this material world are for us, not for Krishna. So when Krishna comes here, he brings his universal rules. Whatever applies in spiritual world, he brings the same rules here. Or in other way, there are no material rules for Krishna. And Krishna is so powerful that Krishna and Krishna's Nama are not different. Like water is different from the word water, is different from the substance water. Krishna is not different from Krishna's Nama. Okay? This we have to understand, because it is transcendental. It is transcendental quality, it's not material. Because it's transcendental, Krishna's name is non-different from Krishna. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shakti Tatrarpita Niyamita Smarane Nakalaha Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaivami Drishamiha Jani Nanuraga. So, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying that Nam Akari Bahuda, Krishna has so many names. Akari Bahuda, Bahuda means many names. Nija Sarva Shakti, but what Krishna has done? Nija Sarva Shakti, the real full strength that is there in Krishna, He has invested in his Nama. So all the strength that is there in Krishna is there in his Nama. He has invested that Shakti because he has the power to do that. This is okay? So because Krishna's Nama is not different from Krishna, all the strength that is there in Krishna is present in his Nama. But here Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Tatrapi niyamita smaranena kalaha. Krishna's all the strength is there. Still there are no rules and regulations for chanting this Nama. See, if Krishna is there, we have rules and regulations. No, we can't go inside. There are certain rules. Who can go in, who cannot go in. There are so many Archana principles. That is for Krishna directly when we are serving Krishna. But his Nama, there are no rules. Though it has the same power. It has the same power as Krishna, but there are no rules. There are no rules for chanting Hare Krishna. Etadrishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling Krishna, Krishna, this is your mercy upon me. That you have given me your Nama, which is as powerful as you are. Not different from you. Etadrishi tava kripa bhagavan mamapi durdaivam. But my durdaiva, my misfortune, is that ihajani na anuragaha. I don't have any taste to chant the holy name. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying. Of course, he's talking about all of us. So because this is Krishna's name, it has Krishna's power, it has all Krishna's qualities, the Nama. Which is why, when we are in distress, when our mind is not okay, what we should do? What should we do? Simply take Krishna's name, and we should take it loudly, not silently, because mind is already making too much of noise. Now our chanting should go above this noise. That is the reason why we chant loudly. Some people, they think that no, I will chant softly, but the softly will not have the same effect. You know why? Because when you are crying, you don't cry softly, as in you don't cry in your mind. You cry in your mind? No, when you are really upset, you cry loudly. There's like tears coming out and you are crying and somebody knows that you are crying. The real feeling of dependency comes when you open up yourself. And that opening up business happens when you chant, when you take Krishna's name loudly. Krishna! Helpless call out for Krishna. You can't be in mute when you are helplessly calling out for Krishna. Right? So you have to call out Krishna's name, take Krishna's name loudly. And when you take Krishna's name loudly, when you are upset, your mind automatically settles down, automatically. Some minds are more misbehaving than others. So for some, maybe just one Nama is enough. For some, maybe you have to chant 4 times, 5 times, 10 times, 1 minute, 10 minutes. But it will work. It will work because that power, Krishna's power is there. Just imagine, the way we have to understand is, suppose Krishna today mercifully appeared in front of us at 12:15 p.m. On this Sunday. How will we be? Krishna actually appeared. All of us are able to see Krishna. How will we be? Be bored, sleepy. 1 second I'm like very hungry. What will our reaction be if Krishna appears? Speechless, happy, excited. Where will our mind be? Totally on Krishna. Maybe there is a world war happening. Maybe there are bombs beside us. Will we bother? We will not bother. We will be just stuck to Krishna. See, the Krishna's Nama is not different from Krishna. It's as good as, actually Shastra says that when we are lovingly chanting Krishna's name, Krishna literally dances on the tongue of the Jiva. Literally dances. We can't experience it because we are not chanting in love. When we come to that stage, meaning it's so powerful. It's so powerful. So when we are chanting, we have to understand saying that, oh, this is Krishna. This is not different from Krishna. And Krishna, can you get 2 hours time every day of Prime Minister Narendra Modi? Every day. You only have to get 2 hours. You should be given 2 hours every day. Will Narendra Modi give? Maybe he might give you once, and he'll say, no, no, so many other people are waiting. I can't, even if I want to give you, but I can't give you. I'm restricted. Now we are getting personal time with Krishna every day for 2 hours of chanting. It's personal time. Please understand this. It's the time when Krishna is with us because we are calling Krishna. But we are calling Krishna and then we are seeing here and there, we are looking at our watch, we are looking at our mobile, we are looking at something else, we are thinking about what I need to do next. And Krishna is there and sitting, saying, yes, you called me. No, no, Krishna, wait one second. I have many other important things. Important things. Meaning, we have more important things than Krishna. So where does our mind go? To these more important things. And Krishna is there waiting. And after some time, Krishna will say, okay, anyway, he is engaged in some other activity. Okay, I will go. He'll again will say, Krishna. Krishna will say, okay, yes, I'm again here. He is not saying, just 2 seconds back you called me and you turned that side, you're thinking something else. Why are you calling me again? Krishna is not saying that. Just see how merciful he is. If somebody does this to us 1 or 2 times, we are gone. That's it, right? We will end our relationship with that person, saying that this person doesn't value me at all. I don't want to go to this person's place. I don't want to talk to this person. No, we are doing this eternally with Krishna. Eternally we are calling and we are in our own world. But Krishna is so merciful. He says, no, it's okay, I understand. I understand you are stuck. But I want to do good to you. So again he comes, again he comes, again he comes. He keeps coming eternally. Anytime we call, he is ready to come. So when we chant with this mood, saying that, I'm chanting Krishna's name and Krishna is there. Krishna's name is not different from Krishna. Krishna is the reservoir of happiness. Satchidananda Vigraha. So if I'm actually chanting wholeheartedly, then I should be in a happy state of mind. If I'm chanting properly, I should be in a happy state of mind. That is why this verse is so important. It says, the mistake we are doing is letting the mind go here and there. We have to pull the mind back. And that is the reason why it is recommended that chanting has to be done in the association of devotees, not alone, not by ourselves. If we chant by ourselves, then what will happen is our mind will go here and there, we don't bother. Some people even sleep during chanting. Who's there to wake us up? Nobody. But when we chant in the association of devotees, there will be someone who will be possibly more advanced than us. Then he will come, wake us up. Or he is chanting so attentively, we look at that person, we also sit and chant attentively. This is our desire that one day in our center, every day morning, we come and do Mangalarti and chanting. Who will do this? For whom spiritual life, achieving Krishna is the most important thing in their life, they will attend Mangalarti. And it takes time. And I know, I'm telling that maybe for all of us, we're all at different stages. We all want to get there, but we are at different stages of our life, which is okay, which is perfectly okay. But we should understand that when we become really serious about this business, we know that the best time to chant is in the morning, in the association with devotees, not alone. Then we will become serious about our morning program. Then our center will open for Mangalarti at 4:30 or 5 o'clock. And only when we are able to chant that way, our heart will melt. Shastra says that now our heart is steel framed. Our heart is steel framed. Just imagine, steel framed. Krishna is there, who is the reservoir of pleasure, but we are not feeling any happiness. So what should it be? Steel framed only, right? Steel framed means nothing can go inside. Like your tijori, like treasure. You locked it. Nobody can do anything. Whatever is there inside is safe. Like that, our heart has all kama, krodha, loka, moha, mada, matsarya, and we have put a steel frame around it. Saying that even Krishna can't get in. Look at our pathetic situation. And Krishna will get in. Simply, he just needs a little hole. He needs a small hole. What is that hole? Attentive hearing. Simply we have to hear. Even one nama if we hear, Krishna will go little inside. Some more we keep hearing, go. Shastra says, once he gets in, he's crooked. He can't come out. You will get stuck in your heart. And to make that happen, we have to chant attentively. And this verse is saying that mind will naturally go here and there, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. And please try to chant as the first thing, first work for yourself. Please keep chanting as the first work for yourself in the morning. First work. Whatever time you are getting up, different people have different shifts, this, that, and all that. Okay, I'm not getting into that, right? It's fine. Whatever your life, however it is. But when you get up, the first thing you should do is chant. Actually, chanting is so powerful that it doesn't even require us to take bath or anything like that. It's okay. It's nice if you can do it with taking bath. I used to chant without taking bath for many years. Because for me, that morning time used to be so precious that after that, all, you will start, work, messages, email, this, that, and all that. So I used to prefer taking my bath and wasting my time during that rest of the period. When anyway I'm going to get, so many things will come on my head. But the morning time, I didn't want to waste that, 15, 20, 30 minutes in the bathroom. So I used to chant for many, many years without taking bath. Because that time is so precious. And if we chant with that, that intensity, that, and Krishna doesn't say, what is this? You're chanting without bath. No. As we chant, we become more clean. We'll only feel like, hey, this is not good. But the chi not good is not as important as focusing our mind on chanting. Some people think, no, I don't want it. It's not good. It's not clean. It's not about cleanliness. It's about what is the best time for you to focus on the nama. Because that external cleanliness, more than that external cleanliness, this will do internal cleanliness. Internal cleaning will happen when we chant the name with our attention. So first thing in the morning, just if you want, just simply brush your teeth, you just sit and chant. Nothing will happen. It will clean you to such an extent that internally you get clean. Then externally also you will get clean and you will say, no, I don't like now chanting without taking bath. Now I'll take bath. But for that, what I'll do? I'll get up 10 minutes early. I will not eat into my chanting time. Because I already figured saying that this chanting is so important that I want to do it as the first activity. Okay, if I'm getting up at 5 o'clock and chanting, now I'll get up at 4:45 so that I will get that extra 15 minutes for my morning work or whatever. Like that. Because we can understand that the chanting has been having an effect. And when we have to accompany chanting with hearing about Krishna. With hearing about Krishna. Because when we then suddenly say Krishna, then naturally our mind should go into something about Krishna. Naturally, not artificially. Not that we are saying that some people do chanting. They are sitting and looking at a photo and chanting. No, that's not the process. The process is to hear. Please remember this. This is one big misunderstanding in ISKCON. Process is not to see and chant. Process is to hear and chant. Why do we sit in front of deities or photo? Because when the mind goes here and there, immediately we see, remember Krishna, we pull the mind back. Not that we should be constantly looking at Krishna and chanting. No, that's not as powerful. It's powerful. It's not as powerful as hearing while chanting. So when we hear about Krishna at other times, when we take the name of Krishna, immediately our mind will go. It's like software people will understand. Hyperlink. It's like a click. As soon as you click on Krishna, suddenly everything about Krishna opens up. This is the natural state we have to get to. When we suddenly take Krishna, everything about Krishna comes. Isn't it? Like today also, if we think about a person, naturally some things about that person come into our mind. Whatever it is, right? Good, bad, ugly, something comes into our mind. So similarly, Krishna. When we take the name of Krishna, something about Krishna should come into our mind naturally. Then we know that we are making progress. It takes time. Because this conditioned state we have been in for millions of lifetimes. We've been in lower species and fortunately somehow we've come till human life. And if we are sitting here and hearing about Krishna, about these topics, that means that we are more advanced than most of the people in the world. More advanced. And like I said, somebody who can chant Hare Krishna every day is few steps away from going to Krishna. Now those few steps, you can decide to take in one lifetime, or you can decide to take in multiple lifetimes. It is few steps only. You can be standing like 4 steps. I can see Krishna there, but I'm seeing, why should I go? No, it will be too much. It will be too much. No, wait, slowly. Okay, then we'll keep a leg, we'll pull back. We'll keep a leg, pull back. We'll keep a leg, pull back. Like this, we'll keep doing. Fortunate are the souls who are wholeheartedly keeping their foot ahead, saying that no, I know whatever is pulling me back is all my anarthas, my kachada which is there in my heart, but I want Krishna. I'm seeing Krishna there at the other side, 4 steps away. Why do I want to hold myself back? No, I am going. Whatever happens. Fortunate. Very fortunate. This is not about determination. It's not about any material quality. Fortune. Which means that somehow in some lifetimes we have done devotion to Krishna. Or we've been so fortunate that we got an opportunity to hear from somebody who has that attraction to Krishna. That is also fortune. I remember in my life, 2020, just before Corona. Actually, my Guru Maharaj gave one series of classes on Radhashtami, Radha Katha. And that series was like, it altered me. Because he is speaking his heart out. And when he's speaking his heart out, when I am hearing, something got transferred. I felt a change in my life. So maybe I was not qualified at all, but because I heard from a qualified person attentively, that bhakti enters our heart. Shastra says this. So either we are fortunate that we have been doing bhakti and we have advanced to such an extent when naturally we will make progress. Naturally, like water, it's like water. Bhagavatam says, like bhakti starts flowing like water. Meaning, no, what will stop water from flowing? Can anything stop water? Whatever obstacles you put, somewhere, somehow it will flow. So bhakti will start flowing for fortunate souls who are advanced. For many of us who are maybe not advanced, the flow will come by hearing from such qualified souls. And that is why, Srila Prabhupada's books we have to read, because he is the most qualified of all. And he is given in so many, in purports in Bhagavatam, he says it's my transcendental ecstasy, Prabhupada's transcendental ecstasy. Purports that Prabhupada has written to his books. If we read them attentively, that bhakti will enter our heart also. Or it could be another Vaishnava who is reading from that and explaining to you, but through them also it can happen. But when it happens, we are not going to hold ourselves back. We'll go. I'll say it doesn't matter. So first time I came into Krishna consciousness, like I went to there everybody is saying, okay, you need all these the rules, regulations and all. I said, why all these rules? They said, see, if you follow all these rules, you'll get Krishna. I didn't even ask what those rules were. I said, is it true? Is it true if I follow all these rules, I'm going to get Krishna? Somebody said, yes. I said, okay, I'm ready to follow. It's like, blank signature on a blank sheet. It was like that. Why? Because somehow at that stage, I was fortunate enough to want Krishna. And I just said, I'm ready to follow anything. Then they said, okay, food, you have to restrict this. In our house, we never used to use, what is that? Garlic. But we used to use onion, like part of our house cooking. So I heard that one day, this was like 15 years back, 2010, very early. Just few months in Krishna consciousness. Then somebody said saying that, you should stop eating onion. Same thing, I asked, why? Am I going to get Krishna? I said, yes, we're going to get Krishna. What I did, I was so crazy. Today, if I think about it, I'm not advising any of you to do this, but I'm just saying what I experienced in my life. I went back home. My mother was like, okay, she's like religious person. Puja, religion, going to temple, very normal, cultured, religious person. So I went home that I still remember, it's a Sunday afternoon morning program in our temple in Sheshadripuram. I finished that program, went home, and I told my mom, from tomorrow, no onion in the house. She was like shocked. She said, what has gone wrong with you? We've been cooking like this for years. But something had gone into me. I don't know what. I just said, see, there are only two options. Either you stop cooking or I will figure my way. But I am not going to eat. See, today, 15 years fast forward, right? That family where we were eating onion. My father, he left his name, he left his body in the middle of Harinam, which many devotees to me in ISKCON said this is only sannyasis give up their body like this in the middle of Harinam. He was not a sannyasi. Which means that little phase in our life where there was so much of difficulty in our house. My mom is upset, she's crying, all these things happened. But because I knew that if this is going to be a barrier between me and Krishna, I said, no, I don't want this barrier. And I enforced it on my parents. In some way misused their love, but for their benefit, which they did not understand at that day. But I understood. Right? And then, my father, he literally, I think he perfected his life because he left his body in the middle of Harinam. Even if it's not possibly one more life, he will go to Krishna. Right? And my mother also, reasonably, at least, don't know if she's going, it'll be Krishna's special mercy if she can perfect her life, this life. Otherwise, she's also pretty much, at least, she's come to the path. She will make progress and go back. All because of some, something which we maybe feel difficult. It is difficult. It was difficult. But what was in front of me was Krishna. For me, just the thought saying that if this can come between me and Krishna, I don't want this. So I'm just saying that, this Krishna consciousness is so powerful. It is just, we are just few steps away. And that progress also will happen rapidly if you chant Hare Krishna nicely. All this, that is why, when I go for some preaching, I don't tell people any rules. I said, forget it. You don't want to follow rules, don't follow. But what you should do? Properly chant Hare Krishna. Properly chant Hare Krishna every day. You will see the change. Yesterday I was in some program and some people were asking about non-veg. I said, no, don't bother. I'm not saying anything about non-veg. I said, simply chant Hare Krishna. Start chanting Hare Krishna. Because, see, this has to come in our heart. In our heart, we will feel saying that, no, I want Krishna. If I want Krishna, then I'm ready to do whatever pleases Him. And please understand, externally, whatever difficulty we go through, Krishna is seeing. And He's pleased. He'll be happy that we are taking some difficulty to please Him. How much bonus marks He will give for us. And what are the bonus marks? Is to take us to Him more faster. That's all. There is no material bonus. Krishna doesn't give any material bonus. Okay? So this is the power of chanting. So please try to improve your chanting. When you are chanting, you remember that it is Krishna's name. It is not different from Krishna. Krishna is there with me. Right? And the more we chant with this mood, saying Krishna is there with me, I should take His name lovingly. Lovingly take His name. And then you see how your life will change. If you do mechanically, then it will take a long time. If you do with this consciousness, saying that it is Krishna, you will see the change. You will come and tell me after a few days, saying that, Prabhu, I heard that day in the class, I apply. So many people have said this, actually. This I've spoken in other forums, and people came back and said, my chanting has improved so much now. I'm actually able to feel the bliss of Krishna consciousness. So we can experience. It's not difficult. Just to have this faith, saying Krishna's name is non-different from Krishna. Krishna has given me 2 hours personal time with Him every day. Unconditional. He's not asking for anything from us. He's just saying, I am happy to come. You just call me. So that much mercy is given. What else do we want? So we just take use of that time, and chant prayerfully. The process of chanting is begging for service. A beggar has tears in his eyes. He's on the receiving end. We should be on the receiving end when we are chanting Hare Krishna. Right? That Krishna is so merciful. He's ready to give Himself to me. How much I should be begging for that? In that begging, prayerful mode, if you do chanting, literally, sometimes I tell saying that you should literally have tears in your eyes when you're chanting. Because begging process, you're not getting, you want, you're not getting, what will happen? You'll feel more sad, you'll feel more miserable, you'll cry, Krishna, I want you, I want your service. When, once tears flow down our eyes when we are chanting, then we will make progress. Okay, so please try to chant in this mood, and the mind will misbehave. Mind doesn't want all this. But just bring the mind back, engage again in Shavanam, and then we are all making, just remember this, graphically. 4 steps away, you got 1 step closer. Then 1 more step closer, 1 more step, and then Krishna is there. Okay? Okay, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.